Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm gonna start a new series. It's gonna be the Early Access series. I'm gonna call it Early Access Hunter. And we're gonna look for games that are in Early Access. They're be free or you have to pay for them. This one's a free game that we're gonna be looking into. Free games. This Early Access Hunter, I'm gonna be doing a beta tester as well. This one's called Brawlhalla. The first game that we're going to talk about it's an epic platformer fighter up to 8 players online or locally. It is a free, join casual free-for-alls, queue up ranked matches, or make a custom room with your friends. Millions of players, frequent updates, over 30 unique legends. Come fight for glory halls of Valhalla. What this game is about is it's all about, it's basically what that Nintendo tried to do, except for this is free. But it's very positive. I mean, if you even go up here, the recent is 81% is positive, 87% overall is positive. And even when you go down to the comments, the first one is like, it's talking about DLC and shit, but it's free and it's early access. You got recommended, all these good like reviews. Some ones that say that aren't recommended relies on this game. One of the reasons I like this game is because it very relies on skills. But if two people skills are very far from each other, it is obvious which one will win. I think that that's true. It's in early access. They're not gonna be like CS:GO level of you're gonna be on the same team. And I hate people that will say that. It was meant for a control like this. You don't barely use your mouse any. It's better with the controller. So let me go ahead and move everything ready for this. But the thing that I see a lot with this is that when people do play the game, they're arguing about the DLC, which it's bad. The DLC is bad, but it's a free game. But it's very, like, you'll get these, but you have to win matches for them. And there's really only one of them a month that's different, and the rest are just the same. As you can see, it's just, you get these, which are different characters, but they're still the main characters that you unlock. So, like, you get nothing new out of it. Like, you already get Orion. It's kind of, it goes with the, what do you call it? It's kind of like that one game, I think it's like Dota, I believe. Yeah, Dota and the other one. That's basically just a Dota copy, but it's free as well. Basically just a Dota copy, but you can, there's seasons, and you get to play as these characters for a certain season, or legends, as they call them. And when that season's over, they switch to a new one. Like right now, I believe Nyx is in. But you can buy them to have them all the time, which is neat. But if we were to go to, say, play, you can say free for all real quick. You get to pick your legend from here. Nyx is already chosen. So you can see that there are seasons. Recently, when I first actually played, it was this guy, some dude with some pistols, and then you also had this guy, Orion, the rock dude, Core, and a few other people, which I can't remember. Him, Brawlhalla, and her. And there's like one more dude, but I'm pretty sure it was like her, but it was a man. And then there was him. Those are the guys. You can also pick a random legend, but it's kind of just like Dota. So now going back. First, it's like Dota in the way that it works. I'm sorry. You get your legends, and you pick your legends, you play with your legends, then when you get out of the game, you win these things called coins, golden coins, and then you have blue coins, which you can only buy. So, yeah, so you buy your coins, legend packs, stuff like, legend packs, you can buy all of them, and that's like, if we go to it, it's loading. That's 19 bucks. That gives you the game as well. You can get the game with that, which the game is free, so officially, if you buy that, you're buying the game. Which is, I think that's fair. I think the way they did it is kind of fair, but then you have these. The good thing, though, is that they keep it down to, the only thing that you can buy is item skins. And the item skins don't add anything. There's nothing to it. It's literally just a skin for your item to see if you will like it. Which is something I really like, and that they should keep. They should only keep the items, and they won't go as bad as Call of Duty did. So I like that. They're not adding new weapons or anything like that. Sword of the Raven is just a skin. You can claim free skins. Follow us on Twitter to receive the code now. Yeah. You just do that, then you receive your skin. Thanks for playing, then you get your code. Critical C, and then we go to Brawlhalla. So I already got it. I got the code. You go to store, you go to redeem code. You paste in the code, enter validating your code. Because this is, you just follow them or something, then you get it. Let's see, we got the Sword of the Raven, so if we go to play offline, couch play. I think it was someone with a sword, I think it was him. Yeah, there it is, see? Sword of Raven. There you go. Now you got your sword. It's basically controller based because you have Z to go back and then C to confirm. So that's always nice. Now moving on to the actual gameplay. We can go into an offline match, which is just boring shit. You can also claim other free stuff from going to that, which I'm not going to, I don't really care. You'll go into a game. There's 3 different ones. A strikeout 1v1 is just you versus another person, but that's kind of boring. There's free-for-all, which is everyone versus everyone. And you have an experimental 1v1, which is, I haven't tried it yet, but I heard it's not as good as people think it is. So we'll go into a free-for-all, we'll click, I like this one. So we'll click C to confirm. There's different colors that you can pick for them at the start, blah, blah, blah. Normal stuff. There's nothing new. Then you press C to confirm, C to confirm again. And you just jump straight into the battle. These aren't even bots either. These are actual people. And you basically wait for everyone to get ready. It's really fast, which is amazing, because you would think it would be bots. Now, how you play is that you use your WASD keys or your arrow keys, and you jump with them. You don't use space or anything. So, I know you can use space, I just don't ever use it. But what you can do is you use your mouse to click. So you have, okay, so you have your left click, and then you have your right click. The right click is basically, it's just combos. It's just whatever the Nintendo version of this is. I've never played the Nintendo version, because I don't care for it. I don't even remember the name for it. You middle click to throw your weapon away so you can get to go to here. You can get your other weapons, which is your secondary. You right click to do like a spinning attack, whatever. So it's just basically the normal stuff. You have to play it to understand it, but it's free, and I really like what they give you. It's the fact that it's free and it gives you all this stuff just makes it tells you what microtransactions can be and how they're done right. And other games don't get this. Like, you'll see, like, I just threw that at someone and it came back. And I just punched that guy off. And this is free. All of this is free. It's so much fun to play. And I feel like it has such a, like, low player base for what it could be. And I think that's the sad part. So as you can see, I knocked that dude off. And he died. Nix. You do like the little combos, like 2 left clicks and a right click. If you jump, you can right click to go away. It's quite fun and you can be pretty skilled. But the thing I see most problematic with this is that people say it's the skill based. It's pretty noticeable. There's no skill involved in this game. And I really hate it because Rocket League wasn't a skill based game at first. People didn't care. It was just a fun game that people could dick around with and slam cards into each other. And then ESEA had to come in and make it really fucking competitive. And now you can't find a game where it's just people like pissing with you or whatever. And it's just a piss fight. And then but the difference is that they have it to where you can go into a competitive or a casual match, which is fine. So that way you can go to a casual match and just fuck with people. But the thing is, competitive people may get like banned from competitive, which is why I don't think you need to be as banned as often as they think you should if you do something slightly wrong. I just think that's stupid, like how CS:GO does it. So when you go into competitive, everyone just gets pissy with you, including casual, and I feel like that needs to be fixed. But with this game, you don't get into that. It's either competitive or it's not. And the problem with it is that people don't understand that if you don't want to play it competitively, don't play it competitively. Like, other people don't play this to be competitive. They play it to have fun. And I feel like with ESEA and trying to force people to play competitively and understand that other people might get money out of it or it's a career, I think that people don't understand that people want to have fun. If you ever watch Nerd Cubed, you'll know that he doesn't give a shit about winning. He loves to have fun. But the CS:GO community is so toxic that he mutes everyone. He can't have fun with people. He can't talk to them. He's like the only YouTuber that actually mutes them and can get away with that. Because he doesn't care anymore. But he hasn't played CS:GO in such a long time because of the community and how they'll treat you. You get kicked. You can get kicked from a casual game because you're playing however you want and you may not be playing the best. People are complaining about this game because it's not competitive friendly and that people don't know how to play or it's a skill gap. I don't like that. You can talk in the game, but it doesn't show up because people don't really care because they're too worried about the battle or whatnot. The thing that I really hate is that people get so competitive in games. You can see that they'll say GG and stuff like that there. Well, you press enter, you can go ahead and say it. And you just go to the next game. Also, streams. So you can watch them on stream. It's actually tournaments. I love tournaments, and I love what they stand for, like, especially with CS:GO, since it's such competitive now, but I'm afraid that what this is going to do is it's going to turn it into a competitive scene, and if you're not good at it, people won't like you, because there's no way to just say casual queues. It says casual queues, but there's not. You have ranked for competitive, but it's not really as competitive, because you have different things. You have 2v2s and 1v1s. It's teams. And for casuals, you don't get teams. You have to go into ranked mode to have someone on your team. You also create your room and browse rooms and stuff like that, but then you have brawls and stuff like that, join queue and all that. It's such a fun game, and I feel like people should get into it. That's all I wanted to say for this game. There's not much to it. I guess you can like them on Facebook or whatever. It's free skins and stuff like that, but it gives them popularity, which is nice. But all in all, it's a fun game. Just don't let people make it into a competitive scene, and ignore the people saying that it has bad DLC or it's unfair, because it's completely balanced. It's randomized, so it's balanced. If it's randomized, then how is it unbalanced? You know, you shouldn't have to go into the whole CS:GO, because if you're wanting to make it to where you go up against someone that's weaker than you or someone with the same skill group as you, that means you're wanting it a competitive way. I mean, I don't want them to make it to where you're going up against 8 times as strong people as you all the time, because it's fun to smash people lower than you or the same level. But you need to realize that you only get better by going up against people that are higher level than you or is just better than you. It's how you get better at games. It's how I got better at CS:GO. I would always play in higher level games, like against Gold Novas, because you will learn stuff. People complaining about how it's unfair, you just need to fuck off, okay? Just fuck off. It's a fun game, and there are a few glitches and stuff, but it's so chaotic that the glitches don't matter. And there's no way to fucking hack the game. People saying that there's been hackers because it's early access, but it should get away with it. It may be early access, it shouldn't get away with anything, but there's no hackers or anything like that. Don't worry. It's completely fine. You may find one person that gets into the system and crashes the match, but they can't, find you, and it's not as bad as CS:GO or anything, okay? It's a good game, it's free, so because it's free, I have to recommend it even more. So just go into it, have fun, and don't fucking be competitive with it, and don't make it a competitive game. That's the first this is going to be the first episode of the actual early access series. We're still recording, so stay tuned.